Hi, welcome to the video demonstrating how we can convert a Notion form into PDF files. So in the background, we have got an arbitration agreement form which we are looking to convert to PDF files. So once the user fills in the entire details in this form and they click on submit, the responses go to the responses side in this particular database. What I'm looking for is to create an automation setup where I can create the PDF files on automation from the responses that get captured onto the particular responses view. For this, I'm going to use a tool known as PDF Output. PDF Output will help me create PDF files automation from a Google document with the help of a Notion database. This can be used for invoices, reports, contracts, certificates, or quotes, or anything that you have in your business which you want to convert into PDF files on scale. So let's click on Create PDF and then quickly sign in with one of my account, and let's understand how this automation will work. So once you sign in, you will be asked to enter two things, that is the Notion database, then the Google document. Once both these things are entered, you can map the fields of the database that you have on your account onto the document to create the PDF files. So let's start with adding the Notion database. Click on the drop down, click on Add Notion database, and then let's head over to the workspace that we have on our account. Let me copy this database title, which I'm going to use for the automation setup, and I'm going to enter this database inside here. So you have two options when you are going to add the database. First is you can add a template database. So if you select this option, it will create a duplicate database on your workspace which you can use to test out PDF output. But we're not going to do that. We're going to add our own database. So click on select pages and again click on select pages, and now enter the database which you have copied over here. It will show you the particular form. Click on this and the form is now added. Okay. Now, one more thing I want to highlight over here is that when you're looking to add a particular form onto this particular selection screen, always enter the database title inside the search pages. That will allow you to add the database correctly. If you're not doing that, your database may not be added smoothly and you may face issues while adding the database. Also, do not add the database by selecting these top level pages. So if your database is contained inside a page, make sure to add the database by searching for it over here. Again, if you do add the database by selecting the top level pages, some of the database may not be added up correctly and your experience may not be smooth. Alongside this, if you're using any relational properties and roller properties inside this database, so let's say my arbitration agreement form is connected to database A and database B as well through relation properties. So I will add this arbitration agreement form over here inside search pages. I will also add database A and database B. So I need to add all the databases that are used inside the main database, even if it's a relational database, so that the relational and roller properties will appear correctly on the PDF file. So make sure you are adding all the databases to see the relation and roller properties as well. Otherwise, the relation and roller properties will not be visible in the PDF output. Having considered all of this, let's click on Allow Access. And now I will get access to this particular agreement form, which you can use in the later on process. So you can see the form is appearing over here. I can click on this, and now the particular form and its corresponding properties will be visible over here. If you're not able to see a particular database, simply reload the database once, or you can refresh the page once over here. By doing that, you will be able to see the particular form appear over here. Okay, so we can see all the properties of the particular form appear over here. So whatever properties we have in this database, everything is appearing over here one below the other. It's time to add a document right now, which we can use for the automation setup. So click on Add Google Document. You have two options. You can go with an existing document which you have on your drive. So click on Select Existing Document, which will allow you to add any existing document that would be present on your Google Drive. Since we do not have any such documents, I will add a demo document for my use case. So click on Add Demo Document, and now this will create a demo document which I can use for the automation setup. So you can see a demo document has been added up right now. Let me remove this part which I do not need. And now you can see all the properties of the database which I just added are already created inside double curly brackets. So like we have the address, the agreement statement, company name, date signed, all these fields are already visible over here inside double curly brackets, which will be used for the automation setup. So when the PDF files will be created, it will replace all the values inside double curly brackets with the values from the database that we see over here. As an example, the address field will be replaced with the address value that you see over here. Similarly, agreement statement will be replaced with the agreement statement value that you see over here, and likewise for all the fields. And if you want to manually add any such field, so what you can do is, let's say I want to add the address field. So I can click on copy to get the address value, I can go to the document and use Control V or Command V on my keyboard. So this is a shortcut I can use, that is Control V on Command V, which I can use to copy the property onto the document. So I can copy any such property onto the document and it will instantly create a mapping over here inside the document itself. All my fields are automatically mapped, so I do not need to map any more such thing. Now before generating the PDF file, I want to highlight a few more things. You can set your PDF file name from here. So let's say I want to create the PDF file as per the company name that we see over here. So I can select the company name from the drop down and it will allow me to create a PDF file as per the company name that you see in this particular database. Besides this, if you scroll to the right side of the database, you will be able to see two additional columns which have appeared. One is generate PDF, one is PDF file. So if any record is marked as ready to generate, the PDF file will be created for those records and it will be stored in the PDF file column that you see over here. So make sure to set the records as ready to generate whichever you want to turn into PDF file so that it gets captured over here. And once all these things are in place, let's click on download PDF. And now to start downloading the PDF file right inside this database, which you can start to view once it is downloaded. It also creates a PDF file onto the downloads folder, so it is saved on your drive as on your downloads folder as well. Now let's click on this particular document which it has generated and let's see how the output has come out to be. So you can see all the fields of this particular PDF file have been mapped, fetching the values from the database itself, and everything is in place. Similarly, if you go to the first document, this has been mapped as well correctly and all the values have been correctly fetched. So both the PDF files have been created, fetching the values from the database, and they have been correctly created. So this is how the automation works correctly on your end. The beautiful thing about using this automation is that once everything is correctly mapped, you can click on setup Notion automation and this will create an automation setup wherein you can create the PDF files forever. So now once the automation is set up, you do not need to come back to PDF output and manually map all this process to create PDF files. All you need to do is whenever a user submits any response from here and they click on submit button, it will automatically get added onto the database over here and you simply need to mark it as ready to generate to be able to create the PDF files right inside the database. Okay. So whenever a user will submit a new response, just simply turn the record as ready to generate and the PDF file will automatically be created right over here. So this makes the process hassle free and hands free for your approach. So you do not need to juggle between PDF output tool and this database to create the PDF files. All you need to do is simply mark the records as ready to generate whenever a new submission comes over here and the PDF files will be created right over here using the same template that we used over here. So this is the beauty of using the tool. Once you set up the Notion automation correctly, all the PDF files will directly get captured inside the PDF file section and you do not need to go between PDF output tool and the database to create the PDF files. I hope this explanation was clear and helpful to you. If you still have questions, just click on the chat bubble at the bottom and send me a message on your queries. I'll be able to assist you with any issues that you might be having. Or you can go to the home page and go to the contact section at the bottom and you can send me any message with whatever issues you're having. I'll be happy to take up your issues on this. You even have an option to book a free demo session for getting a complete walkthrough of this entire tutorial. I'll be able to help you on that as well. And as you can see, it has already created the PDF files which we were added over here while doing the demo, and it has already generated the PDF files right inside the database.